Hi, my name is Cody Kyle. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I'm not a doctor, and this video is for educational purposes only. This is my first Healing with Cody video, so I thought it would be very appropriate to talk about the subject of fear. At first, when I was thinking about starting my YouTube channel, the voice in my head, my ego, was screaming at me, telling me all the reasons why I shouldn't. And I decided I wasn't going to give in to fear and I was going to do it anyway. So, a little bit about me. I have a master's degree in marriage and family therapy, and I've spent the last 30 years overcoming my traumas and my hurts in my life. And I can definitely relate to others who are working through emotional distress. I most certainly do not claim to know everything, not even close. I'm a work in progress, especially about making these videos. Hopefully, with time, I'll get better. But what I do hope is that my videos provide you with some information that can benefit your life. Now, on to fear, false evidence appearing real. Fear is often connected to certain core beliefs you developed in the past. At the time, they may have protected you from a perceived threat. Today, they most likely limit your potential. They induce the fight or flight mode even when you're not in any real danger. What once kept you safe is now keeping you stuck. Learning to overcome fear is not about getting rid of fear. It's about understanding fear and adjusting to how you respond. Fear puts boundaries and restrictions on us. If you use fear to protect yourself, you may not experience everything life has to offer. You must decide, did you come here to experience life or avoid it? Don't have regrets at the end of your life about all the chances you didn't take. Here are some approaches to overcoming your fears. Acceptance. The moment we accept our fear and embrace it with love and compassion, we make it less overwhelming. Identify what you're afraid of. Be aware of your thoughts and feelings associated with your fears. Educate yourself. The unknown is much scarier than the known. Understand failure. When you realize that failure is not the end of the world, you become free. Trust me, I have failed a zillion times and I'm still living. Act. Facing your fears head on can make things seem much less scary. Lean into it. What's the worst that could happen? Know you will survive even if you stumble along the way. I have acted on my fears a lot. Doesn't mean I wasn't scared. I just went ahead and did it anyway. I'll give you a few examples. Skydiving. I was at work and they asked me if I wanted to go skydiving. And I said, sure. I didn't think anything else about it until the day of. And it was going to be a tandem skydive. So I took the class, and then we're getting ready to jump, and we scooted to the edge, and I looked down, and I thought, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into? And had I even thought about it, I wouldn't have done it. But it was such an exhilarating experience, and I'm so thankful that I did it. And it was just a positive thing in my life. Scuba diving. I grew up watching Jaws, and so that is always still in the back of my mind a little bit every time I jump in the ocean. But the scariest part is once you jump in, and then as you descend, your fears start to subside, and you feel so alive down there. It's a whole new world, and if I had listened to my fears, I wouldn't have experienced that wonderful, joyous adventure. I moved to another example. I moved to New York City on a whim when I was 21 years old. And not sure why this Southern girl thought that was a good idea, but I did. I stayed there 8 months, and then I love the city, but it wasn't the right place for me to live. So I moved back to Tennessee, and I thought it was an epic fail. But what became of that was that I decided I wanted to go to college, and that was not even something in my mind because I barely graduated high school. And so I signed up for college. My first class, I made an A, that was just, oh my goodness. I didn't even know if I was intelligent to get a good grade. Went on to get my master's degree. I had a full-time job. I've always worked going to school, but I had a full-time job, a husband, a very busy social life, and I still ended up making 3.74 GPA in my master's program, which I thought was pretty great. I probably could have done better if I'd have made a little more effort, but all of those experiences, had I not acted, I would have missed out on them, and I'm so thankful that I did. So on to a few more approaches. Surrender and release control. Stop thinking obsessively about the things you have no power over. Prepare, practice, and role play until you become comfortable with your fears. Positivity. Instead of thinking about what bad, something bad could happen, think about something good. Think that you'll succeed. Perspective, changing your focus to a world of possibilities instead of limitations can be so freeing. Visualize success. Athletes have, practice events thousands of times before they actually perform it. Get help. Find a mentor, support system, friends who can, help you push through your fears. Be willing to pivot. If at first you don't try again. But don't keep doing the same thing if it's not working. Journal. Journaling helps release fears, especially when you have no one to talk to. Read. There's lots of good books on fear out there. Yoga, if you establish a practice that can help release negative energy. Meditation, explore the root of your fears. What are your fears trying to tell you? Just look inside yourself. Go quiet. Exposure therapy is a type of cognitive behavior therapy to help conquer fears. Emotional freedom technique, sometimes referred to as tapping. Lots of free videos on YouTube. I like Brad Yates videos. Sedona method. It consists of asking a few questions while you're focusing on your fear. The work by Katie Byron. The practice allows you to tap into your wisdom within. Hypnosis, you can see a practitioner in person or you can use audio tapes. Neuro-linguistic programming, it helps eliminate fears and other emotional distresses. Traditional therapy or counseling, talking to an unbiased third party is so beneficial. You can also do life coaching. You can really explore what you want out of life and they can help you get there. Stay in the now, present moment. Eckhart Tolle has a really good book called The Power of Now, and you can get the free audiobook on YouTube. Gratitude, when you stay in gratitude, it switches your mind away from your fears. So that is what I have for you today, but head over to my website, healingwithcody.com, and you can get a free PDF of the video content, which has more than what I discussed. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much. And I will see you next time. Bye.